In continuation of our series of videos on the visit to the Amalgamation House, we'll be looking at the Lord Lugard's house,
the first overhead water tank, the slave kitchen, the slave wage house, and the bridge of no return. The Lord Lugard's house. This is one of the buildings I really admired. It is situated just adjacent to the Amalgamation House and boldly sits on what seems like 2 plots of land. Although we had no full access into the building, we could obviously see it was designed to be impressive when viewed from the outside. From the sloppy flights of stairs to the arch design that goes around the building, one could tell that it was an example of classical architecture.
Just before the Lord Lugard's house is the first overhead water tank in Nigeria. Standing at the height of about 35 feet, its majestic concrete pillar still stands firm. Since it was built alongside the Amalgamation House, it's likely to have stood there for more than 100 years.
Still within the environment lies the slave kitchen. Though not much information about it is known, the only relic still standing outside the building is one big cooking pot. One can only imagine the cooking condition in relation to the quantity and quality of the food. This reminds me of livestock farmers who feed their stocks for the purpose of selling them when they are of age for financial benefits. The warehouse is the building where business transactions were carried out by the colonial government. Inside it is the slave wage house, where slaves were weighed and sold. After they were weighed, dry gin, wrapper, and mirrors were the currencies for the transaction. Afterwards, they were taken to the mark room, where a spear-like iron is put in fire, and then the red-hot tip is used to brand them. The bridge of no return. Just about 5 minutes walking distance from Lugard's house, at the bank of Imo River, lies the slave dungeon, where the slaves were shipped out. Because of its strategic location at the break in the mangrove swamp and rainforest of eastern Niger River, it was a collecting spot for slaves back then. Once they arrived here, they could not go back, hence the name, the Bridge of No Return. It is held up by 3 concrete compartments with iron lids, which served as slave bunkers. Stubborn ones were reportedly kept in the bunkers. The compartment had capacity for about 30 people, but it was reported that an average of 150 slaves were stored there at stipulated times.
My hope is that the responsibility of turning this site, which to me is the first out of Villa, into a prime tourist attraction, preserving the history of our country, Nigeria, will be picked up. In all, Akwa Ibom State, especially Kotabasi, played a very significant role in the emergence of Nigeria and her democracy.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Way up high, and the dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I?